Hey, this is Team Third Degree, and we're just going to talk about our thoughts on the ban list and what we think should happen and how it should change, in our opinion, based on the game that's happening right now. The meta game.
So this is TG Hyperlibrarian, and if you play this game, you should probably know what it does. Used in mostly plants, and every time you synchro something, you get to draw a card, which is really good. And this card should straight out just be banned, although no one can on me because it just came out. It probably won't be banned until March.
Yeah, they gotta get money off this bad boy.
Yeah. The next card that I think should be banned is Trap Dust Shoot. Many of you probably know what this does. When your opponent has 4 or more cards in the hand, you look at their hand and return one monster to their deck. Now at first this might not seem good, but if you open with this, you are almost guaranteed to win unless the rest of the cards in your hand are just bad. I mean, just go read the feature match of the Nationals Finals. Like, the guy just automatically won when he used this on turn 1.
Yeah, like Hansel and Gretel, whatever the guy's name was.
Yeah, another card that should be banned is Royal Oppression. Now this card is, you might say that it's useful as in it keeps things in check, but really it's just overpowered plus machine for any kind of anti-meta deck. Or you even see decks like Six Samurais use this, so once they have Shein or whatever, they can just control everything their opponent does using this. I mean, you pay 800 life points and you can easily get so much plus and just lock down everything your opponent has.
I mean, you could just use cards like Fossil Dyna instead. They're a lot more, I don't know, evened out.
Another card that should definitely be banned, this card is worse than Trap Dust Shoot most of the time, is Royal Tribute.
This card's ridiculous.
It's a themed card, so only Gravekeepers can use it, but if they open with this, 90% of the time, they're just going to flat out get a free win, or it's going to be really hard for the opponent to fight back.
Yeah, you can easily get like +1s, +2s, +3s. You can get like +4s and stuff. And you get to see their hand. It's just like, it's not even right.
Yeah. And another card that I think should be banned is Giant Trunade. Now this card should be banned because, you know, your opponent has more cards than you, they're in a better situation, they have 2, 3 back row. You just go Giant Trunade, return everything in the hand, OTK them, or just turn the game around by summoning something they can't get rid of that you would have been able to stop. And I just think this card is unfair.
It's in a sense like Cold Wave, I guess, but a nerfed one, obviously.
And another card that I think should be banned is Gateway of the Six. This card, if they open with this in United and a couple of Six Samurais, they can just get, like, they can end with their turn with like 9 cards on turn 1, and that should not happen.
Having crap like double Shein, it's just not
Another
right.
card that should be banned is Limiter Removal. This card is just doesn't do anything good for the game and just enables stupid OTKs and decks like Gadgets. That shouldn't really be happening. And I think Six Samurai United should also be limited, or at least semi-limited, because it's easily a +1 for them pretty much every time they use it. And another card that I think should be limited, or at least semi-limited, is Master Hyperion, because he's pretty much a +1 when he hits the field. He's really easy to get, easier than like cards like Dark Arm Dragon. No special requirements, just you gotta remove an agent, which is pretty easy for the deck.
Yeah, and having 3 of those for agents just helps them.
And another card I think should be limited is Trishul, because this card is obviously pretty easy to summon in a lot of decks and really devastating. And there's also a lot of like OTK and FTK decks that they make him so many times. Although they can still do that with like Brainiac, but makes it harder. And another card I think should be limited, Pot of Avarice. This card is just helps plants a lot, returns 5 monsters and they get a free +1. I think this going on 1 would hurt the deck a lot.
Yeah, and you know, you can recycle things like Reborn Tengu and use those again. And like, that's just not right.
Another card that should be limited is Solemn Warning. This card, just like Solemn Judgment, can stop a lot of your opponent's moves and just completely hurt them and devastate them. Even though it does have a steep cost, it's still really good and I think should be limited.
Yeah, easily.
Another card that should be limited is Pot of Duality. This card is just in almost so many decks it's used in 3s or 2 and stuff like plants. And really, it's just too much of a staple, and it's really just too good and makes so many more decks more consistent than they should be.
And look what they did to Book of Moon, which is also at 3. They just knocked that down, so I mean, they should at least hit Duality.
And this card, although never used in almost any deck and not really good, but it should be semi-limited because in 3, you can use this with some equip card. When you have 3 in the graveyard, you get the special symbol of heritage. Yeah. When you have 3 in the graveyard of the same name, you get to special summon one of them, and that's based around an OTK, FTK deck. So just kill that off by semi-limiting this. And yeah, that's.
I don't know. Oh, and also Reborn Tengu, I guess, should be semi-limited.
Oh yeah, Reborn Tengu should definitely be semi-limited. Although it's Konami, so they probably won't until March, because that's just how Konami is.
Yeah, because it'd still be usable, but it just wouldn't be as overpowered as it is now, where it just keeps coming back.
Yeah, right now
it's
just
back.
ridiculous, especially in plants.
Yeah, it's not right. I mean, you can put it in anything, really. Like, it's just one of those cards that just needs to get hit. I mean,
yeah.
it too is still usable, so I don't know.
Just like Malicious.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Except, in my opinion, better, at least for an overall card.
So yeah, those are our main thoughts on the ban list and some of the things that probably won't happen.
Yeah, hopefully a few of these things happen. It'd be great if they did. I think we think it'd even out the game a lot more.
Yeah, right now we don't have most of the cards, but we have a few of them.
Yeah, and we actually have some more of these cards, but I don't know, they're at his house and we just don't have them here. And yeah, I think that about sums
we're
up.
not complete scrubs. We do own limiter removal.
Yeah, and Tribe Dust Shoot and stuff like that. We do actually have those.
But we don't have cards like Master Hyperion.
Yeah, just because we're
that
scrubs.
card's crap.
So yeah, that about wraps up our video. Thank you for making it through with us. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon.
Remember, have a nice day.